What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Jimmy Mullen podcast. Today, I got my good friend LCBaylie.
Hey.
How are you, man?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. We got some firsts today. You are the first person, I would say outside of the U.S., but James Newhook is from Canada. But you're the first outside of North America, though.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll claim that.
First person from the UK. So that's another first right there automatically. Yeah. That's it, I guess. So tell the people a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
So my name is LCBaylie, username of course. My actual name is just Bailey. I am online I am like a Twitch streamer. Offline I am a filmmaker, video editor, and a really cool person. I don't know what else I do.
You are a cool person, though. A little bit of history, though, with Bailey and I. We met through Larlar, who I previously had on the podcast. If you guys haven't seen that one, by the way, you should totally watch it. It's like 3 hours long, but it's a good watch.
Definitely have that during like a breakfast meal, or like if you're just really bored and you don't want to read a book.
Yeah, it was also late at night. We were pretty tired, but not as late for me at least today. Bailey, on the other hand, it's like almost 10 p.m.
Yeah, but like because where I've been playing games and everything with Americans for so many years, I'm just adjusted to talking such a late time to everyone.
Yeah, your sleep schedule is like.
Oh yeah, no, my sleep schedule's fucked. Like
completely fucked.
If I compare my sleep schedule to all my friends who work like 9 to 5s, I wake up when they're like at work for like an hour or so, and it's like, good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Well, I mean, you know, you've been doing it for so long, you're able to adjust to that and whatnot. So that's good. Like I said, we met, it's been actually, and I said this with Larlar, I've known him pretty much as long as I've known you. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, it was really crazy thinking about that when I was listening to
the
Larlar episode, that 10 years ago I met him, and then subsequently I met you, and it was like, fuck.
Pretty much, you know, the people that at least are still around, people who have come around since, I know that the group as a whole is a lot bigger. Yeah, and I still kind of pop in every now and then, but I don't think I even know everybody.
Yeah,
like it's gotten to that point. I've just been so absent from like calls and stuff for years that I don't know who half the people are at this point.
Well, it's also like the groups have just merged, or they split off into like separate different groups, and then they all sort of combine at times. Like Larlar has his group, and then like Sarge, he has his group, and then, you know, everyone else have their friends, and then they come into calls sometimes, or like everyone's watching anime, and then, you know, they've got like midnight streaming times where they just watch anime and everything, and it's just like, who is everyone? I'm just here chilling, playing.
Oh, you don't even know some people.
Some of the people I don't know, but I'm just like, I just try and chill and just have banter with everyone as much as I can.
Yeah, fair enough. Do what you can. So like I mentioned with the Larlar video, our start was he put up a video saying like, hey, I'm making these Mario Kart 7 videos and I want friends to play with, so drop your Skypes in the comments and your 3DS friend codes, and we'll go from there. So I happened to stumble across that, I think through Sonic Frenzy 76 somehow, like years ago. And then like Larlar and I had been talking like a while, along with you and Jarek and some other people. I think it wasn't for like a month in, I think, that I was actually appeared in a video. It was the same one that Kira the Hedgehog was on. That was a big group.
I remember that one as well.
That was a big call. I had at least 8 people in it. Something like that.
Well, I mean, the maximum amount of people in Mario Kart 7 was 8 people, so...
Yeah. I can't remember like the most amount of people that were ever in one of those.
I reckon it was probably around to like the Mario Kart 8 times, when I think around like...
Oh yeah, because then
more than 8 got
Mario
in
Kart 8 has 12 instead of 8.
I think it was probably
Yeah.
around like streaming times, because I think more people were active with Larlar during streaming periods.
Yeah,
To be more involved.
those
in
were
his
probably a lot
private
more
rooms.
easy to coordinate because
Yeah.
then you gotta, once you're live, it's like, oh, you can pull in people that maybe you weren't planning on to.
Yeah.
Pulling
or
in.
like have people from chat and everything who want to play.
Yeah, that as well. I've even done that in the past. I remember meeting some people through playing like Minecraft back in like 2015. I haven't spoken to any of them since. I don't have any contact with them. So if you're out there, what's up? What's up, Dylan? How are you?
No. You have to refer to him as his Minecraft username.
DJ Destroyer
There you go.
00, I think. What's up, dude? How you been? Come on here. Let's talk about Minecraft or something.
That'll be an episode.
I gotta ask though. Through it kind of became a bit of a meme. Throughout.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Don't tell me I'm losing internet.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Was that me or was that you?
No, it was me.
Okay.
I have really shitty Wi-Fi. This is why I don't stream, by the way. And you know what's funny? Literally, as it happened, I was about to ask you about
I know.
communication errors.
It happened at the most like ironic time ever.
Dude, I'm like, wait, no way. Oh, I was just about to text you from my phone, but Wi-Fi auto-corrected to wife, so it said my wife crapped out. Just gonna pretend that did not happen. Anyway, so a little bit of a meme that just happened live, except it was from my end. You had constant like communication errors and disconnections when we would play online.
Yeah.
To the point where Billy was calling it, I got a Lego.
I remember that. What was it? It was more so an issue with my internet service provider at the time, because I was with, I don't know if America has this, but we had a company called like TalkTalk. And
no, never heard of it.
our like package or whatever we had was like not even like 5 megabit or 10 megabits per second download. So, or whatever it was like really bad. And like, even, what was it, going back to when we were talking about the Kira the Hedgehog episode, I remember that day sitting on my staircase, literally next to the Wi-Fi box, just so that I can get like a clean signal connection between like the 3DS and my laptop as well, just so that I didn't disconnect in that episode.
And did it work out though? Did you?
I think it did that day.
Honestly, most of the time I remember you just disconnecting. The thing is, you'd still be on Skype though.
Yeah, no, like it would be my 3DS.
It would just be your 3DS, just not liking the internet connection.
To be fair, to, like around that time, like I was very naive with playing online games anyways. Like the most I'd actually played was
we were kids,
like Call of Duty World at War. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, we were fucking squeakers. Like I was, what was it, 2012? I was 11.
I was 12.
I was making YouTube videos at 11 years old. Even younger than that. I've been making shit since like early 2011. So it's been a minute. Yeah, I just remember that being like such a thing, and I don't ever remember the point. I don't remember the point where it stopped either. Was it when you got the new internet?
I think it was like around. It might have been around the time when we changed internet service providers, or just around when, like, the meme itself just stopped. Just when like videos sort of stopped being made, because
it's true.
By the time we stopped playing Mario Kart 7, we was moving to play Mario Kart Wii or Mario Kart 8, and then at that point I had more of a stable internet. Yeah,
true.
I remember also like making a playlist on YouTube. Like I was going to go through every video and like getting snippets of every time I disconnected from races, and I don't know why I didn't fully complete that.
You should have made like a counter video.
Yeah, I should have.
Something. Just like every time LCB disconnects from a Mario Kart 7 match.
Yeah.
And just that shit over and over.
Well, the funny thing was is that
you just see Larlar's perspective, and then you just hear you in the background going like, "God damn it," or something.
Yeah. Well, no, the funny thing was is that my first introduction to like his videos was a failed recording where I kept disconnecting all the time. That's literally the first time.
And then it just became so prominent. It was like, let's just go with it. Let's just roll with it.
Because even when I couldn't play the game, I was like, okay, but I'm gonna still try and do commentary and everything.
Yeah, we got the default Mario with the default kart combo in the lobby. That's how you know he disconnected, and he's somehow beating me still. Like,
oh god, that definitely shows how much of
oh my god, dude, that was like constant. I'd be like, dude, it's not even him. Like, it would say your name, but I'm like, it's not fucking him. He already disconnected. How did he still beat me? I was also probably just shit at the game. Like, let's be fair.
I mean, that could have been possible.
I could never master 200cc even to this day. Like, I've never been good at it. I've tried, and even if you go back to like Larlar's Mario Kart 8 videos from that time, like, I'm always in last place or close to it. You just see that shit every time. I even remember when I was getting footage for the podcast, because the first half of his video got corrupted. I had to go back and like find old Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8 clips to throw in there, just for something to be on the screen. And I remember just seeing so many times me being in last place. I'm like, yeah, it never gets old.
Do you think that you could have?
Not much of a difference now, I don't think.
You reckon you could have told like yourself, hey, maybe you should have been better at playing this game. Maybe you should have actually.
I don't know. I mean, me now, it wouldn't make much of a difference. I still suck. So I mean, what can you do? So I wanted to also get into, more stuff we did. Over the couple of years we consistently spoke. We played Mario Kart 7 together. That moved into Mario Kart 8. Moved into Smash Brothers. The X Return tournaments that Larlar held. Yeah. And then, I don't know, just over time, I kind of just distanced. Nothing personal against anyone. It's just, I had life shit going on. So, there's this huge gap.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like, from like when we weren't speaking, like when I wasn't speaking to like anybody. Like I would pop in once in a while on like a stream or on like, I don't know, just a random call going on and say what's up and all that. I'd love to come in more and interact with you guys more. I want to make that a thing I do. Yeah, just for old time's sake.
I think for myself, it was like, I didn't really... Well, I think because of the fact that it's been like, 10 years, I don't really like fully notice when like someone like fully disappears into like the wind or anything. It's like, it's always like a gradual thing when like someone's got, like,
exactly. That's kind of what happened. Done. Like, even with making content for me as a whole, like I went like almost 2 years without making any YouTube videos. Like throughout 2020, you'd think like, oh, everyone's inside. Everyone's, doing their thing and, learning new things about themselves, finding new hobbies, and I'm just, the one time that everyone's told to stay home, I'm out working. I didn't get any of that, and I was just miserable from that, and content creation just did not thrive with me. It totally should have, though. I always think about that, like, I could have, like, I mean, I bought a PC, like, a month in.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to stream. And then I found out my internet was shit. We got new internet. It's even worse. So, there's no winning at the moment with that. But
did you somehow get my internet?
Maybe. except it doesn't randomly disconnect just my consoles. It's my computer. My phone is fine. And it's the same thing with my brother's computer, too. It's not even just my shit. From where my stuff is, like, in the house compared to the router. Like, my brother deals with the same thing.
Weird.
We gotta figure that out. And then once I can do that, I'm probably gonna start streaming. I'm thinking I'll go with YouTube though, because of all the shit going on with Twitch right
Oh,
now.
there's a lot going on with
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go on Twitch anymore. I was like, I'm gonna stick with Twitch. I'm gonna do this. Everyone, I would put out like a poll on my Instagram story once in a while, and it would be like, what's better, YouTube or Twitch? And most people would say Twitch. And then I got a reply from one of my friends saying everyone that voted Twitch doesn't watch Twitch streams. So, like, I don't know. Oh, shit, my mic fell. I feel like, I don't know, going on Twitch, you know, you kind of have to force people to go on another platform. And not everyone's about that. And, like, I've seen the ups and downs with both, though.
I think for you, like, where you upload episodes of your podcast onto YouTube, I think it'd be more easier for you to stream on YouTube, because then you've still got your audience there.
Yeah, and if I do a live episode, I could just upload it like directly.
You could just do it on the podcast channel, yeah.
Yeah, I could do both channels. I don't know. I've thought about doing live podcasts, but I don't know. With the way my internet is right now, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, definitely not right now.
Yeah, no. Once I get all that situated, absolutely. Maybe for like the, I wrote them all down for like every Friday. And it looks like if I upload like one video a week every Friday or something like that for the next up until 100 episodes, my 100th episode will be like late October. So hopefully in a year from now, I have a better situation and I can make some cooler shit. I hope that the podcast gets places by then.
Well, people watching and listening, you have to, share out the video, comment, subscribe, give it a 5-star rating.
Yeah, give it a 5-star rating. Go on Spotify, go on Apple Podcasts. Even if you don't even listen on those platforms, just go on there, give a nice rating, write a nice review, maybe touch it up a little bit, fluff it up.
Say that Jimmy Mullen is the best podcaster ever. He should be given a 6-figure check.
You want a Lamborghini? I got like 5 of them I can give away.
A Lamborghini and a bookcase is all you need.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. With all the shit going on with Twitch, I just I don't know if I want to go on there anymore. I don't know. The thing is though, with streaming, it's a bit different as well on YouTube, because I don't know if it really messes your channel up in the algorithm or how it exactly works. I'm not entirely sure. I think views as a whole are just down anyway. But
yeah, there was a graphic I saw, what was it, the other day, but I can't remember what it specifically said about YouTube, but I know that you don't have to always get all of your attention from just streams. You can get them from like the full VOD videos and then the shorts that you upload.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the shorts I've put at least on my main channel are just stuff that I've ripped from my TikTok and thrown on there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The thing with YouTube Shorts is like I like the idea. I don't like the fact that they completely just ripped open TikTok and like turned every vertical video that's less than a minute long on the platform into a short. Even some square videos. Like, I don't know. I feel like it kind of ruins it a bit.
But then again, you have to think Instagram did the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think about all the Twitch stuff going on?
I don't know, because I think most of the drama side, I've just tried to not stay like all of the personal drama with like all of the top streamers stuff. I've tried to not really, not that I want to not give an opinion, but it's more so that they're just like, it's all just spiraled out of control and everything. And I think it's just, I'm like, everyone's just farming everything for views and for content, and it's just like, what was like, we're not anywhere at the beginning anymore. And then it's like, even with the beginning being Twitch getting rid of gambling streams, then Twitch fucks up everything with revenue and everything. So it's like, everything's just fucked up.
Yeah, it's just, it's a lot of companies lately. They just like they have this huge fuck up, and then they make it worse and worse by like,
But what was
doubling
it
down.
in Twitch's side? They had like the best day by getting a lot of good PR. Then the next day they fucked it up.
Yep. Yep. It reminds me of like the Warner Brothers stuff, even though that's like completely different.
Yeah,
I still can't wrap my
different
head around
situation.
it. Yeah, but like it's the same thing. It's just like a company making this really dumb decision, and then they just add more and more onto it.
Yeah,
and it snowballs more and more. And it's still going. Actually, I saw they were getting sued by their shareholders for lying about. They apparently they lied about their subscription numbers for HBO Max by a total of like 10 million. Fucked up.
Did they really? Oh my god.
Yeah, so apparently there was like a bundle they had at one point for AT&T where you would get like a year of HBO Max, and they were counting every single AT&T subscription even if the people didn't sign up for HBO Max.
Oh.
Like you get an offer, but you have to accept the offer and actually like sign up for an account.
Oh, that's bad.
But they were just counting the people who didn't sign up. They just happened to have the bundle with their cable or phone or whatever.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's not looking very good. And apparently now they're even thinking like, oh, we're gonna fluff it up, and then in 10 years we'll sell it to Universal or whatever. Which is I don't even know how I feel about that.
That just
that's
shifts
a whole
the blame at that point.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. I could go on forever about that, but it's just like, damn.
I think personally they should just bring back the cartoons. Liven up everyone's time.
The fact that it's like tax write-offs too is like the worst thing about it. It's like it's all about the money.
That is the worst bit about it.
They're the craziest thing even with back rows, like they have these two Muslim directors that were just getting their start. Like they got a big DC movie that they got the directing for, and then Warner's just like, nah, your movie's not coming out now. It was practically done too.
Yeah.
They had a funeral screening for it on the lot with like all the people involved. They got to watch the movie, and then it got like put in the vault forever.
I'm really upset that no one just like took their phones and then just like recorded the entire thing.
Well, they probably have to sign an NDA.
True.
Probably didn't want to get sued.
But then,
that's how a lot of those
work. But what if they all did that? Yeah. Solidarity.
You see how it happens with Marvel actors though. They get like silenced. Kevin Feige has his snipers like ready.
I mean, he's got a gun ready on Mark Ruffalo and Tom Holland at all times.
And you see how they pair Tom Holland with Benedict Cumberbatch, because Benedict Cumberbatch will like shut him up if he starts to talk too much. It's like, when they were doing a press for Infinity War, I remember that being like a huge thing. It was like they did all their interviews together. I was like, I don't know, like I know they partner up in the movie, but like, maybe spread it out a little more. But no, it was just because they didn't want him spoiling anything.
True. But maybe it was like a double PR scheme and like getting people to like Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch so that then people would be more excited for the third Spider-Man film. Who knows?
Maybe they were hinting that the third Spider-Man movie would have Strange.
Yeah,
we
before
just
it even
know.
came out.
Yeah, before the second one even came out.
Yeah. Shame, yeah.
By a year.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, because they weren't even involved in the press with Endgame because they were presumed dead by the end. So.
Oh god, yeah. But like, that's a whole can of worms as well.
Yeah, we're just talking out of our asses. Don't take it seriously.
But it's all theory crafting. It's all speculative. We don't know. We've got our tinfoil hats on.
How do you feel about the output of the Marvel stuff lately?
I think I've been enjoying most of the shows that have been coming out on Disney Plus. Like I've been really enjoying watching She-Hulk lately.
Yeah, I just watched the new episode.
I've not watched it. Don't say anything.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And like for the most part, I've like really enjoyed most of the shows. But on like the editing side of me and like the filmmaker side of me, I can see where like most of like the people behind the scenes are coming from when it's like they're getting so much overload of work, especially
they're getting
the VFX
stretched
departments and everywhere. Yeah, and it's like, what was it today or yesterday where Mahershala Ali?
Oh yeah, I was just
saying
gonna ask
about
you about
like
that.
the Blade script being only 90 pages and there was only like 2.
And that's like
fight
the bare
scenes.
minimum.
Yeah,
2 fight scenes throughout the whole script.
two not even amazing, 2 like adequate fight scenes.
Yeah, they weren't even like top tier or anything like that. It was just the basics, the bare minimum.
Yeah,
That's a shame too. Because I love that trilogy of movies as a whole, like the original ones. Like, yeah, the third one's not great, but like as a whole, the movies are pretty fun.
but I was thinking like, you know,
I like Mahershala Ali, so
if like video game companies and like those sort of mediums can admit that if they're not ready to produce said film or said product, they will, you know, push it back by a certain amount of time. I don't think Kevin is like allowing that for all of the like the Marvel properties, because they're all just like being all made in a rush, and you know, he wants to make them all by like 2024 or 2025. So
I think we're being overfed, honestly. It's getting to a point where it's it's starting to show like the quality of a lot of these, like not to say they're bad. I don't think they're bad. I think it's just, you know, they could be better.
Yeah, no, definitely.
In regards to like, and it's not even the fault of the people making them. It's just, you know, they're under a lot of pressure. And Kevin Feige, especially now, is so stretched thin with all of the stuff that they've announced. Like, they came out at Comic-Con, we're like, yeah, so the next 2 movies for the Avengers are coming out in the same year. Last time a studio really did that, at least from my knowledge, that's like really notable, was when they did that with The Matrix. The second and third movie came out in the same year.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So they're doing the same thing now with Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. I hope that they're good, but honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if Secret Wars gets delayed.
But the thing is that if you think back to when Infinity War and Endgame came out, like the only film that I remember that came out in between was Captain Marvel. Like that was the only thing that came out in between the films. Whereas
Ant-Man and the Wasp came out right after.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 films came out, but like they haven't fully announced what's going to happen between those 2 films, and I already think that there's going to be like 3 to 5 different shows or films released between those, and then you think that's too much, possibly.
Yeah, it already starts.
Like they really wanted to pad out
much. This is, I mean, this year it's been, you know, a little less crazy with the amount of shows, because we pretty much didn't get a break from WandaVision to Falcon and Winter Soldier. We got maybe like a few weeks of time that we didn't get anything.
Yeah.
So we got WandaVision, then Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then Loki. And then like 2 weeks after that, What If premiered. And we got a little bit of a break, but we also got 2 movies in between that time. We got Shang-Chi and Eternals. And then Hawkeye came out in December or late November.
Started in November and finished in December.
Yeah.
Because it finished around Christmas.
Right. So, like, that was a lot, even then. But I feel like they've stretched it out a bit more, because Moon Knight didn't start till like what, March or April, and then Miss Marvel started the week of my birthday. I know, so that was June. So like they had been spreading them out a little more, which I think is fine. I think that's good. Not to say I want any less, you know, but I also fear for you know, the people that make these. You know, there have been reports that, you know, VFX artists are being rushed to make things, and it's starting to show.
It is really starting to show.
I did not like the nanotech stuff with Jane Foster's helmet in Love and Thunder. I thought that was a little goofy. The kid with the floating head, that could have been much better.
What's it?
Apparently he thought his entire body was going to be projected. And then when the movie comes out and it's just his head, he's like, what? And then, like, Disney Plus, like, fixed it up, but it still doesn't even look that good.
I was gonna say, yeah, because I only just recently watched the release on Disney Plus, and I
have
noticed
to
that the
watch it
effect
still.
was...
I just saw a screenshot from the...
No, the effect looks so much better than the one in theaters. But, I mean, I can see why people, like, they've intentionally done it in that way, just to show that he's not there yet with his powers. But the original version, it looked terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really see much about the... I saw the movie, like, a month late, but I didn't see much about it, like, going in. I went with my brother, and we were both, like, very confused with the floating head. We were like, what is happening? It really caught me off guard. I was like, this is not real. I'm like, there's no way this is real.
I think I might have seen, like, screenshots of the floating head before watching the film, so my expectations...
I think I saw something of it, but
happen.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was from Thor.
Yeah.
I was kind of glad I didn't know either, because, like, I didn't want to get spoiled by anything.
Yeah.
I somehow avoided spoilers, like, that whole time. I don't know how I did it. I think now I just, like, don't look at Twitter like that anymore. I think that's my problem. I was also subbed to a lot of YouTube channels that put spoilers in the thumbnail mere minutes after the show comes out.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, like, at least give us, like, a couple days to, like, you know,
I actively like am subscribed to, like, channels like Screen Crush and stuff, where they talk about the episode that had just come out like 24 hours, or the film that came out 24 hours ago, and then it's like, okay, I need to now avoid these videos for like a good month or so until like the film comes out on Disney Plus, so I can properly watch it.
Right. I don't know. I think, like, for Marvel, I watch 3C films and New Rockstars once in a while. Yeah, but I go to them for, like, the Marvel breakdowns and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then whatever pops up on my TikTok For You page, I guess.
I don't really use TikTok that much anymore.
It's
crazy.
I didn't think I'd be using it as much as I do, but here we are. It's the most popular page when it comes to the podcast. So thank you if you come from TikTok. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think I just hit 800 followers on there. I wish that would transition to YouTube, though. You should hit that subscribe button. Please.
It would be really cool if, like, if you hit follow or subscribe on one platform, then it does that on all the platforms.
Please.
But that would be, like, a terrible thing for, like, all the companies to, like, coexist for one moment. They'll be
or
like...
people just, like, get longer attention spans and they will click a link. I think the thing with TikTok is, like, people will, like, scroll on their For You page and they'll just follow a page and then keep scrolling. Like,
oh no, absolutely. They'll stay on something for like 10
I
seconds.
I'll go, like, I see, like, oh, this person followed you, so I look at their page and they're following, like, thousands of accounts. I'm like, okay, that's... I don't know. I think I follow, like, a little over 900, but that's over the course of, like, a couple years. I've had my same account since 2020 or 2018, 2019. I can't remember. But there's, like, a lot of great shit on TikTok, and also half the accounts I followed are banned for whatever reason as well. Like, but they still pop up on my follower count. It's just like TikToker, and then I'm like, wait a second. Then I look at it. It's like, oh, that account was banned. Oh, that account got banned.
Well, clearly they must have posted something that broke TOS.
TikTok's TOS is a little shit, though. Like, it's a little overbearing, I will say. There's been plenty of stuff I've seen on there that gets banned, and no one can seem to understand why.
It might have just been, like...
Same with Twitch as well.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know what is,
there's not much fairness on Twitch either.
The fairness on Twitch is definitely, like...
Yeah, they're very biased.
Much to do with the Twitch staff involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there'll be cases of, you know, multiple Twitch staffs watching, like, I don't know, a just chatting front page streamer, and then they won't do anything, like, based on nudity and shit, but then they'll ban someone for saying, like... Well, I was about to say a swear word, but that depending on the swear word, then it's, like, it's a different situation. But, like, I don't know. Watching anime, maybe. I don't know.
Well, people, I don't know, people started just also to not care either. Like, I see people streaming, like, full episodes of shows and, like, reacting to them, which, I mean, I wish we could easily do without the law being the law it is, but, like,
Yeah.
come on, what'd you expect?
But they must have, like,
they're getting all mad
gigantic
because they were trying to stream themselves watching Avatar: The Last Airbender in full 1080p HD quality, and they're wondering why they got their stream taken down.
I think it's quite obvious.
Like, I don't know.
What?
People
were
just
they also watching that off of, like, Crunchyroll as well?
They either just don't know the copyright law, or they just don't care.
It might be a bit.
But then
both.
we'll also bitch and complain when they get banned. I don't know. It's weird.
I think it's just, you know.
As much as I would love to be able to do that
ignorance,
kind of
yeah.
stuff, the reason I don't is because I don't want to get banned.
True.
It kind of, you know, you gotta follow the rules of the platform if you want to, you know, have a platform. Otherwise, it'll take you down.
I avoid as much as possible playing, like, copyrighted music on Twitch streams, just so that then...
Is it like that bad now? I remember it wasn't as bad years ago.
Because there's some moments where if I play, like, intro music, then, like, a part of that intro will be, like, muted and everything, and then, like, the rest of the stream will be fine. But then I've had, like, friends who have just straight up playing like, full on, like, copyrighted music and everything, and then nothing happens. I even remember doing a stream, like a just chatting stream, and then I got no ban repercussions because I was playing, like, I don't know, I was playing Disclosure or, like, whatever music I was playing, like, high profile music.
Yeah.
And I got nothing from it.
It's never consistent. I think it might depend on the label.
Depends on the label, depends on,
label
like,
that releases the song.
The audio, like, auto recognition software.
Yeah, I don't think it's as broad as YouTube's is.
No.
By any means. YouTube's is, like, crazy.
Yeah.
I've also gotten false claims. I used to get a lot of false claims on my videos, like, years ago, when I used to play games. Like, I think I got, like, I was playing, like, Five Nights at Freddy's at, like, age 14 in my room, and I was uploading, like, videos of me playing it, and I would get, like, these random copyright claims that meant, like, and they would, like, play back the audio to see where it was, and it's, like, completely baseless.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, how did you find this video? They're just... I don't know.
How did he find this 2 subscriber channel?
Yeah, exactly.
On the platform.
I wasn't getting that many views on my videos, so, like, how did you find this? And yeah, and then I ended up, you know, appealing them, and then they get removed immediately because YouTube's like, yeah, this is not legit.
Yeah.
I wish it would work faster in other people's cases though, because I know that people have had it far worse.
Well, I've had it where I remember making a music video for, like, my college project for, like, media studies, and that was set to, like, Coldplay music. But that wasn't, like, copyrighted claimed when I released the video. It was only recently, when I went back to it, changed the title to add Coldplay in the title, was in, like, the next 2 days.
Wow.
They found it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, we have to, like, we can't have this up anymore.
Damn.
Which is so crazy, because the music video is unchanged in any of the video. There's no audio change to it.
That's how they do it. They look for keywords, and
but it's also like the title of the song is there. It's just Coldplay's not in it.
Yeah, the worst. I remember. Do you remember that Mullen situation from a couple of years ago? It was in, like, 2016, I think. It was when the Damn Daniel video came out. And
damn.
Yeah. And I remember I made it, like, a really shitty, like, Leafy style commentary video about Damn Daniel, and it got, like, 600 views, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then I had already heard about this Mullen thing, like, a couple days prior, because a couple of other YouTubers were making videos and then saying that they got claimed by this random company. Yeah, it was this company called, like, Mullen, and they were, like, trying to pose as, like, the owners of the Damn Daniel video or whatever. And They and it wasn't even like an automatic claim. No, they were just going around manually claiming videos and taking the revenue from them. Yeah. And it was any video that talked about Damn Daniel. So my video started to get a couple hundred views, and then I got a claim. I was like, oh.
You was getting too big for your boots, and
yeah, I ended up deleting the video though, and like all of those videos. I don't know if I have them anymore. I mean, they weren't very good.
I mean, at least you admit that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Admit to it being a bit cringy.
I made a lot of really shitty videos around that time. I was trying to be something I wasn't, and I look back at those videos. I'm like, yeah, no, these fucking suck. Even some stuff in like 2017, even some stuff that's like on my main channel now from like that time. Yeah. Some of that stuff I'm just not proud of, or that could have been better. I mean, now things are a lot different. Like I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, about anything, like, oh, this is how, like, I'm just gonna do what I do, and if I get traction, then so be it. If not, then I'm just gonna keep going. I'll keep trying.
Well, I'm in in terms of like older videos, I'm in like the opposite side, sort of the picture where like I know that my videos are cringe, or like my older videos I know are cringy, but I know that we're
also young too.
Yeah, young as well, but I like to keep the videos up so that then if I ever go onto my channel, in the random moments when I do, I like to look back and see, oh, this is what I made, like when I was like this.
I wish I had my old videos.
Yeah,
like I think I just got rid of them because I was mad at them or something, and then or I was like, no, I don't like these anymore, so I deleted them.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like,
I didn't have a backup or anything.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared that if anything ever happens to my channel, I don't want to lose my videos, because like the original files, so most of them are gone because of like my computers back then not being big enough to hold original files and everything. So.
You can go in Creator Studio now and download your videos directly though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I could do that whenever, or I could just go on like Clip Converter or Loader.2 and just download them from just straight up video.
Don't tell YouTube about that though.
Oh shit! Sorry.
So they don't take it down.
Don't listen to me, chat.
No, YouTube. He's lying. It's a joke. That website does not exist.
What am I talking about? I don't know what words did I say. I just said a different language. About? I don't know. I was talking about Rick and Morty. I don't know.
Out of all fucking things you could have said. Rick and Morty.
But yeah, no, I mean, I could just go back and, download them at some... I might have actually done that already. I just can't remember if I've re-downloaded the videos. But I like keeping them up. Just so, like, everyone else can... Like, I know my dad, he likes going, like, whenever it comes up on his recommendations, he will watch, like, one of my old, like, projects and that. Especially the Coldplay video that got taken down. He would watch that, like...
I'm gonna have to go watch that after this.
Well, I don't think it's up anymore.
Oh, it's not?
No, I had to private it because it was like claimed and everything.
Make it unlisted. Send me a link.
Wait, no. Let me double check, because I can't remember if it was like there or not. No, that's my. My internet today has not been as good as well. Oh no! Wait, there we go. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it says copyright claim.
Okay, so like you could still have it up. There's no strike. You just don't get revenue from it.
All right, no, I'll send you a link to it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just like, and not like all my videos at the same time, because it just sort of shows the progression that I've had over time, especially like, going from college to then going to university to specifically study video editing and that. So it's like knowing what I did in the past and like knowing.
Have you learned a lot
from uni? I think so. Yeah.
Through going to school for it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
like
good.
I've learned a lot of like stuff that would be sort of necessary when it comes to working in film or in TV specifically.
I know that a lot of that stuff's starting to become like a bit more accessible. Like even just going to school to like be an influencer.
Yeah.
Is like a thing now. And I know people who do it. And I'm wondering like, is that like... not to say I would or wouldn't do it, but I'm just trying to wonder, like, maybe I could do something like that, or like, maybe I could learn everything without having to go.
Yeah, no, there's definitely
something.
a lot of avenues to go down.
Yeah, because I didn't go anywhere after I graduated.
Yeah.
So I don't know, for the last 3 years I've just been working and doing this in my spare time.
Yeah, I know that one of the only things was because I was at uni whilst like COVID was happening. Most of the stuff went onto like Zoom and everything, and then
see, if it weren't for any of that, I probably would have been back in school, or like I don't know, like my initial plan was to take a gap year and then figure it out after that, but then COVID happened and I was just like, I don't know.
Let's extend it by a couple years.
Because I didn't want to drop a ton of money and just be sitting in my room when I could just look up stuff for free online.
Yeah,
that's also in my room.
But that was the thing that we was all like not happy with, was that everything that we was doing was all online.
Yeah,
I went into it wanting to like be in the physical building for university to use the equipment and everything.
Exactly. You pay for that experience, but when you're not getting that, it's like, is it really worth it? That's why like if I was already in university, like then I would have already been there. I would just have to deal with it. I already committed to 4 years or 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going with it. I might as well if I'm paying for it, if my family's paying for it, but I didn't have that. I ended up not going. So it was just a matter of like, all right, I'm making money at this grocery store job right now. I'll just keep doing this until I find my footing. And
yeah, but at least you're not like me and you're like 30 grand in debt.
Oh, you're Jesus Christ, man.
Somewhat. No, so the thing is, in the UK, so how it works is
like student loans and
I don't have to immediately pay that back. I only pay that back if I earn over a certain amount, and only a percentage of how much I earn over that certain amount. I think it's like 25 grand a year is like how much you have to earn, or like if you earn that much, anything over that, it's like 9% of that. So it's for every £100 is like £9 you pay back.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Like even that too. Like with like the idea of like being in that much debt, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. Especially like, and also I didn't really have like I was gonna go. I had gotten accepted to a film school, and that's like even closer to where I am now compared to where I was before I moved. But it was just way too expensive. It was a private school, and like, I don't know, maybe it was just because of that, but it was just like, it just wasn't going to be possible.
Yeah, but I know
so I put all my eggs in one basket because I was like so determined, because like, it was all the shit I was doing in high school, just with a lot more freedom, and being an adult, you have more stuff you can do with your life. So it's like, I was really excited for that, but it didn't pan out.
You was being realistic and everything, and then you just went on a different pathway.
It just kind of got to a point where I was like, like I can't really do that right now. Maybe someday I'll either go back to school or do some online courses or something. I was kind of thinking about that, like, even just taking like online courses at like a small price. I just don't want to have to pay like a crazy ton of money that I don't have. I just like just the idea of that. I don't know. Like, I feel like I could just be better off like making money.
Yeah.
A different way, instead of putting a ton of money I don't have into something that I'm not sure whether or not is even going to work out.
Well, it's like you said, because like where there's a whole bunch of online platforms you can use to learn stuff.
Exactly.
You don't have to necessarily go into
it's at your fingertips, man. Like,
you could just go on LinkedIn Learn and learn everything, or YouTube.
Exactly. There's tutorials on everything.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Anything you can think of. That's morally good, of course.
Morally good.
Yeah, but like you get what I'm saying. It's like internet is at our fingertips, and a lot of people just don't take full advantage, and I'm guilty of that too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here.
Same.
Like, I spend a lot of my time aimlessly watching YouTube videos, and I could be using that time to do something more valuable, but it's just this endless cycle. But I'm starting to break it a bit now with this podcast. You know, I'm doing something more productive with my time, which I hadn't done for a number of years.
Yeah.
But
the only thing I can say for myself would just be streaming.
Yeah, I would be doing that if I had good internet.
That.
I absolutely would be doing it. I've always loved the idea of it. I've done it before, and it's fun. I can do it with friends. I can do it by myself. Grow an audience. Like that just sounds fun. I have a ton of games in my backlog that I would love to play on stream. Like, it would give me a reason to play games.
Yeah,
because I don't even do it that much nowadays.
I feel like with streaming, you have to, like with the older games, you have to find like a newer angle at playing it in order for people to be interested in playing it.
You could also be like playing it for the first time.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. That'll be the case for a lot of things for me. Or just like a refresher, because I haven't touched this game in like 7 years or whatever. I'm thinking of branching out the podcast due to other topics, like doing more solo stuff, because like I initially wanted to do that when I started, but then like the guest episodes kind of just took over, because those were just a lot of fun to do, because I was just really hyped about the fact that I'm seeing all these people I haven't seen in like 3 years, and then like, you know, the view difference really shows, like, because the guest episodes naturally will get more views because they share it out with their friends, and then all the people you both knew watch it, and
then that gains like traction on social media, and like algorithms play.
Yeah, exactly. Or just like, I don't know, I have a couple TikTok clips that have like thousands of views. Like I have a clip that has over 200,000, like, you know, shit like that. So like, you know, in that aspect, they're really great. But, you know, when I started this, I wanted it to be like, you know, just a platform for me to talk about things I really like doing. And I feel like I kind of lost that for a while because I was just so invested in like seeing my friends and all that. So I'm thinking like, you know, the rest of this year and onward, like I'm just gonna, you know, I'll still do guest episodes. Obviously, I got you here, but yeah, I don't know. I have a bunch of ideas I wrote down that I'm gonna probably turn into videos. I made some like mock-up thumbnails and stuff like that, like just to get an idea of what I'd be doing, and I think it's gonna work out.
Well, you're really good at keeping up a conversation with yourself. I know I struggle with that sometimes.
I don't know. I feel like I've just been doing this for so long that like I can talk to a camera and like, yeah, like there like if you watch the solo episodes, if you watch the video version especially, it's kind of harder to tell on audio, but like there's a lot of cuts because like I'm just sitting in silence for like a number of seconds, and like no one wants to see that. Like, hey guys, welcome back. And I'm thinking of how to say it. Obviously, I'm going to cut to the part where I start talking. So, like, the raw clip ends up being, like, hour and a half. I ended up dropping it down to, like, an hour. It's, like, a half hour of either messing up or just, like...
It's, like, the mess-ups you try to, like, redo the same line over and over again.
Yeah.
Just
I've also, like, added stuff in post. Like, the last one I did, I said Halle Berry instead of LCBaylie when I was referring to Little Mermaid. I'm like, I know that she's been like called Halle Berry by accident the whole time. I'm like, oh shit, wait. And I didn't realize it when I was doing it. And then I'm editing. I'm like, oh fuck, I said Halle Berry. Let me go back and fix that.
Wait, who?
Halle Berry is Storm in the X-Men movies.
Who's Halle-Bailey?
LCBaylie is playing the live-action Ariel in the Little Mermaid. In the Little Mermaid remake.
I thought that was honestly Halle Berry.
Yeah, it's just like the names are so similar, so in headlines you're just like, oh, who's that? And then like you see it, so oh, that's not Halle Berry, that's a different person. I think I remember when they even when they first announced that she was gonna be Ariel, like I was like, wait, no, Halle Berry's gonna be Ariel? That's okay. And then I was like, oh wait, no, that's not her. And I don't know. I guess they just sound so similar in my head that I messed it up.
I think I might have heard people in conversations say it was Halle Berry, and I've not questioned that. I've just been like, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna watch The Little Mermaid at any point, anyways, and I haven't seen the trailer, or I've not properly.
Yeah,
sat down
I haven't been watching a
taken
lot
any
of the live
effect
action
into
remakes recently. A lot of I'm excited for like the cast because it gets me like really hyped, and then the movie comes out and it's just like no, not so good. They get me every time though, nearly.
Yeah, I remember.
And
What
like
was it
some
when...
some of them though, I'm not saying all of them are bad. I think some of them have some good merit. There's a lot of them, especially lately, that have not been very good.
Yeah.
The Lion King one, they called it like a live action movie. It's not even live action. It's just
we was debating that as well.
It's just
yesterday.
realistic CGI, because CGI has just gotten so good to where like it can emulate real animals. But you know, you make something
it's
like
not
that.
Real, yeah.
Lions are not very expressive animals other than roaring it at you. So to see like child Simba, his mouth just opens when he goes no, and it's just like
compared to like the original animation where it's like,
dude, the animation had so much character and so much personality, and then when you strip that away, it's like, then what the fuck's the point? Like, it's not, I don't know, I'm not really fond of these newer movies.
I mean, you could say that it was... I mean, I don't want to say it's a tax write-off, but you could say that it was just, like, a way for them...
It's a cash grab.
It's a cash grab and a way for them to experiment with new CGI technology and then see how... Because it's like Toy Story, because Toy Story was one of the first films to be, like, fully CGI.
It was the first fully CGI movie to hit theaters.
And that was, like, obviously, like, a big practical experience or practice and everything. And then people, you know... Like every Toy Story ever, like even Toy Story 4 has been like one of the most improved in terms of visual representation.
Oh yeah, the visuals just get better and better over time. I remember when Incredibles 2 first started showing like promos and stuff, like you could see every like dust follicle on Bob Parr's shirt. I was like, that is fucking sick. Like it's crazy how like and like the glare effect on all the characters in Toy Story 4.
Yeah, and then all like the scratches they all have.
Yeah. It's like every single detail. I love that. I wish that we got more of that in other things.
But the only thing is that when they will prioritize doing the easy things like, you know,
oh yeah, of course,
sequel and everything.
Because they know it's going to make money.
Yeah. They're not going to like put
that's
their
how they've been for years
in a brand new basket. I mean, Pixar have been doing more so like original stories, which is good.
They have, but they've just been getting pushed on Disney Plus, so like no one really gives them the time of day.
That's the only problem. And then
when they do finally make an IP something about an IP that they already have, no one goes to see it because they expect it to drop on Disney Plus, or they just don't like that they changed the actor or whatever it is. It's like
and it's also like other companies not wanting to go that same route of, I'm going to make the most realistic film or the most realistic characters, I'll do my own thing, and they'll be like, you know, Spider-Verse or The Mitchells versus the Machines, and those are like amazing looking films that do well in their own right.
Yeah, you know, some
those two
movies
films are
get
fucking amazing, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love those movies. Mitchells versus the Machines was a really nice surprise. I remember when the first trailer came out, when it was still called Connected.
I was gonna say, wasn't it called something else before?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I like the art style. And then we heard nothing, and then COVID happened, and then they were like, oh, we're just gonna drop it on Netflix, and I was like, oh, okay. Like that, I think that was like one of the first ones from Sony Pictures Animation, or Sony in general, that dropped. Because now Sony's been just selling their movies to Netflix. Like a lot of like the ones that don't go to theaters, they've been selling them to Netflix and just putting them out on there. And it's working for them though. Like they've gotten some really big hits out of that, and they still have more down the pipeline. I think there's like a new movie with Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. I think that's coming out. That's like made by Sony, and they just sold it to Netflix.
I've not heard of that one. Shit, I need to look.
I forgot what it's called. I just remember seeing something about it.
But I don't know what was originally. We were talking about like film and like
Yeah.
Yeah, just film in general.
Just went on a whole. Yeah, I love that though about these because it not only makes it longer, but we get to talk about more shit. So, I mean, it's just how conversations normally go, I guess.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a funny like film segue that then talks about New York, but like speaking of New York,
oh yeah,
I went there.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about you meeting both Larlar and Jarek at different points. You met Jarek first, right? That was like a couple of years ago when he came out to you.
So what it was, so Jarek came here to London, I think, I want to say 2015, 2016, or around, I can't remember specifically when.
It was that long ago?
Damn. It was quite a while ago, yeah. And he was doing like a Europe tour. He was in Paris for a while.
Yeah, I remember him making videos of him in different parts of Europe, and then he ended up stopping by your house, and I thought that was like the coolest thing.
He legit had like, he spent basically a day in my house. We did separate videos where he got me to react to like a whole bunch of American things. He got me to do the American citizenship test. And I was like, fuck, wow. Okay. I can't remember I don't know how well I did on that.
That's awesome.
I think I didn't pass. I was like several points away from passing.
What did you not get?
I can't remember. It was that long ago.
Did you know what the national anthem was? Did you know the...
I can't remember if that was on the test or not.
Did you know the president's... I don't know.
What, the founding father of presidents? No, I don't think I know.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. You can't expect a non-American to know American things.
I mean, ask me that question now, and I'll probably say, nah, I don't want to do the citizenship test. With everything that's going on.
I'm not going to do that to you here.
But, what was it? Yeah, so he came here, and then, what was it? He was doing his sites. I think he came to my house, I think, possibly on his second to last or his last day when he was here in London. And I was like, that was, like, so cool. And then, what was it? I went over to New York, what was it, last November. I got...
Yeah.
What was it? We
You didn't tell me.
Sorry. I was like okay. super. I was like super like.
It's okay. It's okay.
In my own world because I've been dreaming of going to New York for so long, and like my parents bought tickets for like my 21st birthday, and I was like,
yeah, oh wow,
fucking hell, and I had to wait an entire year just to the practicality of like 10 months to wait to go on this plane ride and spend like 5 days in like one of the most interesting cities that I've had in my mind. And
yeah, it's I mean, it's okay. I don't know, from like a Long Island from a Long Island perspective, it's okay. I'm not that far from the city, so
I mean, to be fair, I'm going in it as like a tourist perspective. I'm officially a tourist. Yes.
Yeah. You've been to another
I live in London country. And I travel around and I see like tourists go around looking at London sites, and I'm like, oh my god, I was a New York tourist.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, like, because then it's like, oh wait, no, I'm that guy now.
Yeah.
what was crazy.
We got this like this activities thing that we paid for. It was like we could go to, like, we went to Empire State Building.
Oh, okay.
Statue of Liberty, The Edge at Hudson Yards. My parents did like a bus like performance thing where like it was like a lot of like street dance and music performances, and there was
there's a lot of that
on the truck itself or the bus itself. And it was
just call it the city because I'm Long Island. That's what everyone calls it. Like I'm going to the city. Like it's just.
But what was it? The day that I met up with Jarek, I think it was like in the midpoint of the trip. So I met Jarek first, and then I met Larlar like I think a day or two later.
Yeah, and you guys went, and he came into the city to see you. That was
But
I remember seeing the video. I was like, oh my god, this is like this was
like two worlds colliding.
It was like the craziest shit I'd ever seen. It had been about 10 years. I was like, oh my god, not only has it been so long,
but it felt so real as well.
And like the fact that like, oh my god, these two people are like standing next to each other taking a picture. I know those guys. like
that picture is like so iconic.
I didn't find out till like the night before you were leaving though.
Yeah,
when Larlar posted the pictures, I was like, no.
I think I was like, possibly at the airport when he was messaging me or something, or just
yeah, because I saw you posted a video of the Statue of Liberty. I was like, oh my god, he's so close. All right.
The Statue of Liberty Day was the day I met Larlar. That was that one day.
That's
because so me and Jarek, I was at. We did like a few things on our activity stuff. I think we went to. Oh, where did we go to at the first bit? But I know we was at the Empire State Building because we went up and then like went around the building, went to the top floor and looked out the platform. And then he came back from California that day, and I think he got like a bus in to just like meet up and everything, or like I think he was in the area or something. I can't remember what the specificness was. And then we met up. He took me around where like NYU was. He took me around like sightseeing the campuses and everything. He didn't take me inside, but he took me around like the parks and everything. But what was so good was that because he took me around, he took me into the subway system, and we hadn't used the subway system at all up until that point in the trip because I didn't know how it worked.
I still don't even know how the subway works.
So all I know is
I don't really go there that often.
The way it works for me is like the same way it works over here with like TFL with the tube and everything. It's like you can use contactless. So I basically just use like my phone or my credit card all the time, just going on those trains.
Yeah. Now they have tap to pay when you go on the subway in the city.
Yeah. And then I remember, what was it? I think we stopped off to get some pizza at some point. I can't remember where. I think he was trying to find this like ramen place.
Oh, okay.
And then I think either he got, not that he got lost, but like he found out that it was closed. So we just went to a pizza place next door. And it was
what did you think of New York pizza?
Oh, so fucking good.
Yeah, right?
So the hotel we were staying in, which was next to Port Authority, there's literally a pizza place on the corner that does like $1 pizza slices. Fuck me, that was so good.
Yeah? For $1 too? Wow. That's,
and then it was
you don't get that very often now.
Two slices and like a soda was like $3, and that's like, fuck me, that was so good.
Yeah, that's a good bargain right there.
Yeah. And like, especially like being so close to like the Times Square region, because where
Times Square
and where my area,
wonderful.
Like my hotel,
I go there practically every time I'm in the city.
It's so fucking beautiful.
And then I walk over to Rockefeller and go to the Nintendo store. That's usually my route.
Oh yeah, we went. What was it? We went to the Nintendo shop as well, and I think we was like walking around like the Rockefeller area.
Yeah, it's great, that whole area.
I remember, what was it? One of the last things we did before he had to take off and go back to Port Authority was we went into the Lego shop to just look around. But it was 10 minutes from closing.
It's right there.
So we was just like, just quickly looking around to see if there was like anything interesting. And it's just like, it's so fucking magical in there. Obviously like growing up with Lego and everything.
I haven't been to that store in probably 10 plus years, but I do remember it being
so
really
amazing.
Cool. All the giant sculptures that they have.
On one of the window displays, they had like a city display, but it was like a Marvel city display. So it was like all of the Marvel characters, I think.
With like Avengers Tower and shit like that.
I think it was, and then like Spider-Man was somewhere.
That's cool.
Floating around. And then one of like the staircase area, there was like, I think there was like a Ghostbuster sort of thing popping out of the wall, which was really fucking cool.
I think my problem is cool. I just know I will spend money if I go to these places. It's also why I haven't gone to the city lately. But hopefully I can go back again. I would love to. Now that Casey Neistat is back in the city.
You want to try and
I would love to meet Casey. He's a great dude. Now that I have the freedoms I do as a 21-year-old, I can go to the city myself and
not have to worry about like
and
everything.
Shit like that. Yeah, I can't wait to do shit like that. Like, now the weather's not going to be as great, but like next summer, next summer will be my summer.
So the day that we went to the Statue of Liberty, which was the day I met Larlar, that day was so fucking cold.
Oh,
we was waiting on like the pier bit.
I hate being cold in the city. It's not fun.
We was waiting to get on the ferry. I think either going to or coming back, and we was just, all three of us was just like shivering as if we was in like the Arctic Circle or in Antarctica, because we was waiting there for a good 20 minutes waiting for a ferry to come back just for us to get back to the main Manhattan Islands.
Yeah, it's not fun being cold in the city. I don't think I've been there while it's snowing. Actually, no, that's not true. I have. Like one time. Yeah. But yeah, most of the time I would end up going in the winter. Like my mom would take my brother and I when we were younger to see like the Christmas tree in Rockefeller.
Oh, we it was like being put up when we was there.
Oh, it wasn't even fully up yet.
The scaffolding was like, I think, taken down on our last official day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they make such a huge deal out of that.
Yeah, they do.
Every time they have like a bunch of artists come and perform and stuff like that. I've watched it on TV over the years. I haven't seen it in years though. I don't really care anymore. But yeah.
I really regret not going ice skating in that ice rink because I really like going ice skating. And
I can't ice skate for the life of me, so I avoid that as much as possible.
No, but the next time I go back to NYC, I definitely want to go ice skating at Rockefeller.
Do you have plans to come back to New York at all anytime soon?
It's not in the pipeline just yet, but I know that.
Fair enough. It's expensive.
Definitely within the next 10 years, I want to come again.
All right,
or at least within the next 5 years.
We gotta see each other.
Oh, definitely.
When you're back, like I will be able to take a train out to the city. I will make it a mission.
Yeah, and I want to make it a point of like going with friends or not, or even if I just
we'll do an in-person podcast.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like me, you, and Larlar or something.
Speaking of that, like
he told me he wants to come back, like, but in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could totally happen though. Like, we could make that happen. It's just a matter of when.
It's a matter of when and how much money I have.
Yeah.
Because plane tickets and hotels are not cheap.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I would have people crash at my place, but my living situation is not the greatest.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
No, but what was it? Going back to it, so like meeting up with him, it was just like I think psyching myself up when I was going down on the elevator, just like this is like the one moment, the final moment, or like the first moment I actually like meet him and everything, and I was like, I think I rushed in for a hug and everything, which I think was in the video, and I was like, I didn't know what specifically to say, or like I think his cousin was recording, and I was like, I didn't know what to then say next.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of questions you got on your mind.
I think the one question I had was, why did they have like anime stickers on his car? So his cousin came in with like a whole bunch of like anime characters on like the back of his car, or like I think a whole bunch of plushies and shit. And I was like, cool. Thank you for flexing.
Yeah, I've seen cars like that around. Some of them are a bit more risque than others.
Larlar's is getting there, if I remember from his pictures on socials.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen his car in pictures.
I think I can't remember what characters are on his, but it's been specifically of some of the female characters from the animes he's watched. But yeah, okay. So I when I came over, because I knew that around the time that I was there would have been like a week before his birthday, so I wanted to do it as well. I came over with like a whole bunch of like British sweets and other confectionery. So I had like a box of Maltesers. I had I think some Haribo or something. Oh my god, Maltesers are so good.
They have those by me, but they're in like a very small section. There's like it's like with all the international and kosher stuff, and then like you have this little tiny shelf that has like candy from other countries, and like Maltesers is like this really one little spot on the shelf.
I think I got him to
I've never
try
had any
some.
Though. I don't eat chocolate.
You need to try some.
I don't eat chocolate, so there's a lot that I just don't eat. I've never had.
I think the chocolate on Maltesers is like very minimal. It's like a very thin layer of chocolate on like a I don't know what like a wafer middle.
Okay.
It's quite thick. The middle itself is quite thick, so
yeah.
I think you'd have more of that, and then it just like crumble in your
I
mouth.
would hope so, because chocolate has this very distinct taste that I'm just not fond of, like, at all. I like feel like I'm gonna throw up every time I eat it, which is a shame because like.
But it's also
part of me
like
wishes I liked it, but I just don't.
But it's like British chocolate is completely different to American chocolate because like the ingredients that we use and the processes we use to make the chocolate is completely different.
I could imagine. I've seen how it's made too. Like I went to Hershey Park in Pennsylvania last summer, and they had like a little ride you go in, and it shows you the whole process of the chocolate factory and all. It was like a little thing for like kids and families, but like the mascots were also a little creepy. But
classic American traditions, mascots everywhere, and you know, roller coaster rides in a factory.
That's how it be.
What's it? So at home, my mum, she makes like, she has her own business, and she has like this printer. It's called, I don't know if you've heard of like Krika or anything, where you can make like designs on like bottle, like things you want to put stickers on or anything.
Oh, okay.
But like I last minute, like I think the night before traveling out, I was like, okay, I kind of want to make him something else that's a bit more meaningful. So I made him a whole bunch of stickers that were like emotes from his Twitch channel.
Ooh.
And I just sort of like gave it to him with the chocolates, and I think he still has one possibly on like the back of his phone, or he's got like one on his desk somewhere.
Oh, that's sick.
I wanted to, you know, not get just regular confectionery. I wanted them to like have something that stayed with him. But then again, like I knew that he wouldn't eat the confectionery immediately because he doesn't. He's not that sort of person that he just goes for it in like a day like I would.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat as you. Like, if I see something, I'm probably gonna eat it like pretty quick. I usually tend to do shit like that, and it's good and bad.
No, I can see it's bad sometimes.
Lots of regret.
Yeah, I only just had like an entire tube of Pringles last night, and I think I regretted it.
I eat like shit
more and more.
So yeah, I definitely could be doing better. I'm thinking of going to the gym, starting to work out.
See, I would, but I don't want to realistically go on my own because I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm kind of in the same boat. I have a couple of friends that have told me that they would go with me. Yeah. So maybe.
But I know that all the other friends who I know that want to go gym, either are doing it in their like groups already, or like their friends who I don't exactly talk to as much anymore, or their friends that are like not exactly close to me, and their gyms are closer to their home than it is to mine, and it'd be like a 2 or 3 hour trek to just get to that gym. So it'd be no point to do that.
Yeah, that it just doesn't seem plausible.
No.
Yeah, you gotta like work it into your schedule, and then like you gotta commit to it, because otherwise, what's the point? That's one of those things you have to do consistently in order to see like results, especially.
Yeah, but that's also a thing where like I don't want to commit to getting a gym subscription because I know in myself that I won't always want to wake up early in the morning.
Exactly.
Where it's like I don't have the physical energy in my body to do that. Especially
I have a gym not too far from my house, so I could probably start whenever I feel like it. It's just a matter of like putting your foot forward and actually doing it.
It's the commitment stage. Definitely.
Definitely. I haven't gone yet, but
listen, just don't do it at like New Year's, because then people will be thinking like, oh, you're just doing it as like a New Year's resolution.
Oh yeah, no, I don't believe in that shit anyway. I'll just do it when I feel like it.
Yeah.
My only thing to, you know, relate with that though is like getting this podcast out before 2021 ended. Yeah, because I had said by the end of, I was like, I gotta get this podcast out by the end of the year, and I was pretty close. I premiered the first episode on the 22nd of December, so
that's pretty good. At least you got
I got 3 out by the end of the year, and that was more than I thought I would. I uploaded the first 2 episodes back to back, pretty much. First day was the first one, second day was the second one, and then within a week I had a third one out.
That's pretty good.
And then I went every week throughout the summer. I tried to do as much as I could, like January through May, but you know, obviously I couldn't put one out every week. I was putting them out like every other day. Because I had a bunch that I was doing, and I was like, all right, so you're going to get one on Tuesday, then another on Thursday, then another on Saturday. I was going crazy making them for a little bit. But then like, kind of looking back, though, I was like, oh, shit, yeah, like, maybe I should have spread these out more.
Yeah, how like unrealistic it was to keep this up every week.
Yeah, I don't have an editor. I can't afford an editor. And also, I only have so many people that I know and I still talk to. Or at least people that are around. There's people away at school. There's people that work 24/7. There's people that have kids now that I went to school with.
It's crazy. Like, we're at the age as well where we've got
and like we're not even that old. We're not even old either. We're like, I'm 21. You're what, 22?
I'm 22.
Yeah. So, like,
and
even have, like so right out of high school, I knew like at least 2 or 3 people already that were either about to have kids or had at least one kid. Like, shit is crazy, man. We're growing.
I don't want to say that we're getting older. I just want to stay in this period. For
I'm starting to feel it though. Like I get Snapchat memory flashbacks from 5 years ago.
Oh, same.
From 2017. I'm like, that was 5 years ago. Like, I remember that shit like it just happened like 2 minutes ago. Like,
seeing how fresh faced you were.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh man, you can even look at that shit on my main channel now if you're that curious.
I was gonna say like most of my like Snapchat memory videos, the older ones that I look back at just shows me how bigger my hair was. Because like progressively when I over the years I've just been wanting my hair sort of short and everything. Like I need to get a haircut soon.
I don't know, the really short hair just doesn't suit me. I feel like
no, you suit your hair right now is what suits you.
Yeah, I think it's at a pretty good length right now.
Yeah, I see that.
This was like the longest I would get it before getting a haircut, or before I was forced to get a haircut by my mother or my father as a kid. And then I grew it out in 2020 because I couldn't go to a barbershop or someone to cut my hair. So I was like, let me just grow it out, see how I like it. And I loved it for a while. It felt so good. It was like I'd always wanted to grow my hair out for years as a kid. And then it got annoying. And I was like, yeah, no, this is like, and it got like a little too long. I was like,
was it getting like a bit hard to manage and everything?
A little bit.
Yeah.
And like especially like not growing up with hair management, and I don't have any sisters. So
it's same.
So it's like, yeah, maybe it's time to. And then like a bunch of drastic life changes and shit go down. It's like, yeah, you know what? Let me get a haircut, and then the barber cuts it way too short, and you have to wear a hat for like a month. That's what happened to me like a couple months ago. Like if you watch like the stuff like from like mid-June and on, you can see my hair is just like
you can see the natural progression,
way too short. But it's at a good length now. I feel like it's back to the way it was like before I grew it out initially.
Yeah. It looks really good.
I'm thinking maybe I'll grow it out just a little more, and I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way again.
If you were to get like your hair cut, so say you grew it out a little bit, how much would you want to get taken off, like an inch or two, or?
I don't know. I mean, it was like up to here.
Oh, up to your shoulders. Shame. Okay.
No, not even. It was a little bit shorter than that. Like, I don't know. Like, the back of my head kind of reached like towards my shoulders. I can't even remember. But it definitely wasn't like crazy long, but it was just long for me. Like it was getting in my face.
It was getting like, annoying.
Yeah.
It was like I can't deal with these curtains anymore.
Yeah, like I was constantly pushing it back. I'm like, yeah, like damn, this is what like girls have to deal with. Like this sucks. Like,
yeah.
I'm like I don't know if I like this as much as I thought I would. I also didn't expect it to grow that much either. I think I went a little too long. I even looked at like videos right before I got my haircut, and I was like, "Oh wow, yeah, that was really long."
I think it's also like the
I was starting to get TikTok comments too from random ass people telling me to cut my hair. I was like, "Who are you?" Like,
you just got like a random person. Like you just got someone called Jim.
No, like everyone around me. Like, yeah, everyone around me was telling me to get a haircut for a while, and I was just like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." And then I get a random person comment on my TikTok. I was like, "You know what? Maybe they're right."
You had XXX _ hairstylist 420 XXX being like, hey,
no, I think it was
fix up your hair.
I was talking about Stranger Things and like how fucked up their hair was thanks to whoever was on set that day, especially Will's hair. And I was just like, kind of goofing on him. And then someone commented about my hair, and I was just like, yeah.
You're goofing on his hair. You should look at yourself.
Yeah, that's literally what they said. Something along the lines of that. I was like, you know what? You're right. And then I got a haircut.
So it wasn't even like your family and friends telling you. It took that one person on TikTok.
Well, they were telling me for months, my family. But I didn't want to listen to them because I was like, no, fuck you.
You was in denial for that long.
Like all my coworkers and shit. And I was just like, no, fuck you. I'm going to grow it out. And like it was fun while it lasted, but I don't know. I feel like it lasted a little too long.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you guys think? Should I try and grow my hair out again? Maybe. I don't know. Definitely not as long as it was before I got the haircut. So like stuff from like episode 28 back to like I don't know. Actually, probably most of the podcast, if I'm being honest. Because it was pretty long when I started, too.
Tell him no. Tell him to get it all cut off.
No, I would never do that, though. I'm good. I'm good. I have scars on my head. I can't shave my head. Yeah. It just wouldn't look good.
You don't know unless you try.
Yeah, I had to get staples put in my head one time, and there's still a scar. So, like, I think I'm good.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well... to start a wrap up, I guess. What are you up to now? What do you got going on?
What's it? So obviously like I'm still been doing like streaming and everything, so like that's been going on since 2020. I've been doing that like tried to be as consistent every week. I've been being a bit bad recently. I've been a bit lazy on that, but I need to sort of pick up a bit. Especially on like making videos on like Instagram and TikTok as well. I need to pick back up as well on that.
Right.
But outside of TikTok, outside of Twitch, I for the past couple of years, even before uni, I've been working sort of part time at like a local film club, like teaching like teenagers how to like make films
sick,
and that.
Dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's like a whole place where it's very small. Like the actual studio space itself, but like, we have like weekly workshops, and every, few hours we're there. We explore a theme, come up with an idea, and then like hopefully in that sort of time period we make a film, or we wait till the next week, and then we like spend that whole day just like making said film, and then editing through it, and then yeah.
That's sick, dude.
It's really cool. It's like I only work like 2 days a week. I only work on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but it's since I've been doing it for like 5 years now. It's just it's been something that
you're a veteran with it too.
Yeah, somewhat. But like it's just something to do as well during the week that I actually have. Like I'm not just like lazily staying at home and just like sitting on my ass just scrolling through YouTube and Instagram reels. Like I've got something to commit to, and I need.
That's good, man.
I want to commit to something more, hopefully in the future. But I don't want to juggle too many things.
Exactly. You gotta give yourself like some leeway, and like I just started a new job, but that's like only because obviously I'm not making money through content creation, at least not yet. But
give him money.
It's I'm working long hours now. I'm doing like 9-hour shifts. I'm not used to that. I did like 8-hour shifts at my last job, but that was also like a while back, and the job I had in between, I was only working like once to twice a week.
Yeah. So
it was like, I don't know. The place I'm working now is good though. It's nice, easy, and all that. And
is it not too stressful?
No, not at all.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty fine there. It's pretty tolerable.
I guess it's like the thing, if it's not like your dream job area, it's like...
No, like not by any means.
If it's like something that's not too stressful, then like, definitely stay there for as long as you can.
Like if I enjoy something, then I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. But if it's just something I'm doing for money,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna do like anything either. Like,
oh no, you have morals.
and I don't even have like unnecessary expectations. It's like basic shit. It's just like I don't want to have to do like, shit, especially if I'm not getting paid very much for it.
Yeah.
I'd like to be treated with respect. Like, I don't see why that's such a bad thing.
No, it shouldn't be treated
People,
like a bad thing.
like the older generations, they act like that's such a horrendous thing to ask. That's just how it works. Like, it shouldn't have to work like that, though. Let's be real.
Yeah, people should treat you how you would treat them in a customer service way.
Exactly.
If you're nice to them and they're nice to you, then you can both sort of thrive and everything.
Exactly. Give me my breaks when I am legally required to take them. Like shit like that. Some places just don't vibe like that somehow. Why would I want to work there?
Yeah.
And especially if it's like minimum wage or even less. Like,
God, I can't even imagine like places that you have to work less than minimum wage.
Yeah. Especially servers, like, they get paid like what, $2 an hour, and that shit's legal, and like they have to rely on tips.
That's
like,
that should
tips
be
should
legal.
be a bonus.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be based into what you get paid.
That should not be legal.
But that's just how it's been for a long time. It's a shame, man. I never worked in a restaurant other than working fast food for about 2 months, but people have that, like, it's kind of hard doing that.
Yeah.
I see a lot of the stress from people that do it, and it sucks.
Yeah, I have like tremendous praise for anyone who works in like supermarkets or in like coffee shops,
I did it.
Or like
I work in retail still, but like it's a lot less hectic now, thankfully. But even people that still do it, you people are brave souls. And shout out to everyone I used to work with. You guys are great. I love you. So, to conclude, where can the people find you?
So, people can find me on basically all accessible platforms, except for Facebook. I want to keep Facebook to like personal friends and everything. But like Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, you can find me at like typing at LCBaylie. You will literally find me. It's easy as pie. I think TikTok is LCBaylie official because I accidentally set up
the official
because I set up an account before then and I forgot what the password was.
Damn.
But literally search me up on anything at LCBaylie and you will find me immediately. And what's it? I stream about 3 days a week, the later half of the week, playing games around like 8:30 p.m. BST or GMT, so that'll be like afternoon times in America. You'll find me playing like Mario Kart, Wii, or like Splatoon 3 at the moment. You'll find me on like Thursdays to Sundays, basically.
All right, good shit, dude. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. Thank you, Bailey, for doing this. Thank you for
having me.
Thankfully, this finally happened. I've been wanting to get you on since the beginning. This has been a great way to reconnect with lots of people. So, I'll take anything I can get.
Yeah,
I'm really, this has been great.
It's been fun, honestly.
Yeah. First person outside of North America. Maybe more to come. We shall see. So, like I said, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Follow the podcast on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. If you're listening on the audio platforms, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, whatever it may be, leave a rating, write a review. Let me know what you think. He's doing a bunch of charades and shit over here.
I'm doing some like things to like go with everything.
Yeah.
The audio podcast listeners will be like thinking, "What is he doing?"
Yeah, you just have to watch the video version to find out. If you are only listening on audio, though, you should subscribe to the YouTube channel. just to show your support. That would be awesome.
And
or vice versa. If you're watching on YouTube, you should check out the audio platforms as well. Hit the support link as well if you want.
And if you don't, Jimmy will find you in your sleep and he will make you subscribe.
I'm not gonna do that. That's just wrong, man. I can't do that.
Yeah, no.
Consent is key.
Consent is key. Sorry, you're right. Consent is key.
Yeah.
He will just knock on your door.
Yeah.
Like a salesperson, be like, please subscribe to the podcast.
Thank you, dude. This has been great.
No, it's honestly been fun.
Go check out his stuff. Links below. Go follow his Twitch. Go follow him on Twitter. All that stuff. Thank you, man. This has been great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
See ya.